everybody. Welcome to another episode of Tiger Dads, the only show John Daly watches while he's drinking a jar of Windex. We are very excited about this podcast. It's taking off. It's taking flight. It is all about being golf dads, understanding for our junior golfers that we are going to make mistakes, breaking down those mistakes, passing the information on to you so you don't make those mistakes. I am Jason Sklar. He is Bo Bass. It's great to see you. And I love that today's episode is about friendship because I feel like I don't make a lot of adult friends like Layla, and you are like my latest friend in my life, and golf brought us together. I mean it. Golf and our daughters brought us together. So thank you for that.
I think, obviously, you know, what people think about as golf is like going out with your foursome and your buddy on Fridays or Saturdays and the weekends. And one of the things that's been really successful for me and for us, I think, is in getting our kids to play is like making sure that our daughters have a network of friends.
Totally.
And making sure that they've got peers that can't just be out there with us.
And it takes some of the pressure off the game. So I mean, certainly when I play golf with you, I'm like, I figured it out. That's my phone call before we play. And then I'm like, F this game.
No idea
I'm
what's
terrible.
happening
I'm so bad. But the hang with you is so fun that it actually helps me get through the frustration I have with my game, which like that's the release valve.
It's 100%. I play golf for the hang.
For the hang.
Play with really good golfers, play with less good golfers. But as long as you're a good hang, we're good.
That's all that matters. And I think that lesson gets passed down to our kids. And if they can build golf friends, then as they rise up and sometimes level up in junior golf where the pressure gets higher, if you see your friend who you love, who you gag around with and goof around with at a tournament, like instantly the nerves and the stress just kind of wipe away a little.
I think it's even more than that. I think it's having those peers. Like my daughter and I will go to the range and she's good for half an hour, 45 minutes. And as she gets older, she puts the headphones on, listens to music. But just the other week, we had a friend in from Costa Rica, girl she met at a tournament. We've become good friends with. Every time they come to LA, they hang out. The two of them went to the short game area. I was just hanging out with her mom. Mm-hmm. They were there for like an hour and a half.
Amazing.
Like just chip in, playing games. And so like, if you want your kids to get good, like get them
a
out
golf
there with their
friend.
friends and their friend, they will be out there all day.
Look, I've said it. It's really is true for everything with your kids. If you want them into an activity, the friendship, like the activity, maybe you can get them there, but the friendship keeps them there and keeps them involved. And like we said, look, golf is a super frustrating game. Turns out golf's a frustrating game. That's a hot take. And the way to, I think, sort of get through that is with your friends and them saying, oh my God, you think that was a bad shot? Yesterday I did da-da-da-da-da, and it works out.
You know, we're out a bunch. We go to a lot of kids tournaments. We've been around this for a while. And you see so many parents who've got their kids there just grinding at the range and won't let them talk to other kids. And I think that's like a big mistake. I think it's, hey, you know what? They're going to get better just goofing around on their own. And so again, it's sort of like fostering those relationships. And I know I've talked about this. We got Emmy playing in tournaments just to meet other girls. And we worked hard at it. And now she's got this huge network. Totally. She's got knows girls from all over the world. And everywhere we go, we can go and she's got friends to hang out with.
It's a big part of the game. And it is really cool as we interview our guests on this show and find out that like, I always get a little like tingle of like a great feeling when they say, oh yeah, I'm still friends with like kids from early junior golf and they're on the tour with me. Those moments make me feel great.
I'll tell you a really funny story. So our guest today, Kate Villegas, Epson Tour Pro.
Love it.
I'm working on a documentary film on another player, and we were looking at these photos from this other player's like junior career, and who is next to her on the podium, and they might maybe like 8 years old? Kate.
Our guest.
So it's like, you know, whether you're playing it professionally or college, these are, I think, friendships that hopefully you're forging for life.
Forever. Well, I'm going to just say out loud into the universe, thank you for being a great golf friend and life friend to me and golf dad friend to me. You've taught me a ton. Hopefully we're going to teach you guys a ton. And I think the underlying lesson that we'll get into for the rest of this episode is that friendships and friends within this sport that's the way to go. Like, you don't want to be a lone grinder on the range by yourself.
No, don't make your kids grind with just you behind them with your arms crossed on the range. Get them out there with their buddies.
Get buddies involved. All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk to the great Kate Villegas right here on Tiger Dads. Like and subscribe. Tell all your golf dad friends. Share this with everybody. I wanted to get back to Tiger Woods. I don't know how do we get to Tiger Woods and get him to want to be on this show, because he's a golf dad.
Golf dad.
He's a guy. He's got to figure it out. He's got a junior
Charlie,
golfer.
come join the pod.
Come join the pod. You got an open invite. But after the break, we got a great guest, so stick around. Hey guys, welcome back to Tiger Dads, literally the greatest podcast of all time that has to do with junior golf and dads and people around the game. But we've got a great guest on the show, and I always turn to you for the intro because you give the great intros.
It's so much more fun. I mean, I had a lot of fun with just you and me, but it's so much more fun having guests.
Comes alive.
It comes alive.
Comes alive.
You know, we always talk about we're just muddling through this junior golf career, and
we have a success story
sitting with us. And we have success stories with us, so it's just really nice. Today we've got Kate Villegas with us.
Hi, Kate.
Native of Southern California, played at UCLA on her rookie season on the Epson Tour, so is now professional.
You're a pro.
Yes.
Played in her first LPGA event this year as well.
Oh my God.
So very exciting stuff.
Thank you.
And this might be the highlight of your entire career, is being on this podcast.
Yes, my first podcast.
First podcast, and you're already hanging in. You're doing great. Well, it's okay. This is good. This is your first in podcasting. We're going to rewind the clock to when you started this golf journey. How old were you first when you started?
So I started right when I turned 6 after like a family vacation. My dad was like, yeah, we're putting you in. So I started right at 6, like a few days after my birthday. And I think he kind of just saw something. I think I grabbed a club and I swung it, and it was like just natural. So he's like, I think he called my mom and was like, we got to find her like an academy or something. So
she's destined to be a pro. I saw the swing, one swing.
Yeah.
That's so cool. I mean, was that a moment? Did you have pride in the moment that your dad got excited when he saw you swing, or was it more of like, I don't even know what I'm doing?
I think I was just like, I don't know what I'm doing.
Right.
But it was fun. So I was like, okay, I'm just going to go with it. But at that moment, like, I didn't know like I was going to stick with it or anything, but I was just having fun.
Is your dad a golfer, or your parents golfers?
So my dad started kind of late, like in his early 20s, but just for fun, he got hooked on it, and he knew like he just wanted to put his kids in it. So
it's selfish.
It. Yeah.
It's a selfish thing.
Yeah.
From our very first episode, I talked about getting my daughter, Emmy, who you know, into golf, purely selfish.
100%.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want to do? If we're going to have to do an activity with our kids and our daughters, okay, I can hang at the American Girl store for about 2 hours, 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes. If you're like, you get to go out on the golf course with your kid.
Yeah,
like,
it's the best.
The dream of that. And so I'm sure it brought tons of joy to your dad. Now, you said you started an academy. Did you meet other kids and friends? Did you make golf friends?
When I first started, I mean, it was always kind of like in a group setting, like just like group activities, different classes. So I was always with other junior golfers. And I think that just what kind of like made me really like it and stick with it, because I was around a bunch of other little kids that like doing the same things.
What kind of program was he able to find and put you in?
Yeah, it was, well, I'm from Arcadia, so we just looked up something in Arcadia, and there was a par 3 course, which was perfect for junior golfers. So
we've played it, the Arcadia golf course.
Yeah, Arcadia par 3.
Yes.
I was tournament. Very
it was
first
like
tournament.
a Nike camp, so.
Nice. So, and that's a tricky course. Like the greens are kind of tricky. They're like, there's some tough greens. So were you, as you started to play and get into it and make some friends, did you feel like, oh, I think I have an aptitude for this, I can do this? Could you see it?
I mean, as like a 6-7-year-old, I was really, really good. Like I was winning all kinds of tournaments. So I think that was just like a confidence boost. And I was like, yeah, I want to keep doing this.
So he threw you into tournaments
early.
Yeah.
Really early.
So I started competing at 6, like right away.
Wow.
So I played like US Kids. I was going to Future Champions tournaments like in San Diego. So we were like all over, and yeah, already traveling.
Pressure? Did you feel pressure in those tournaments as you started winning some?
I think a little bit, but I'm just like, I'm very competitive. So I just wanted to keep going and keep playing.
That's lucky.
Yeah.
That is lucky, because if you weren't, we probably wouldn't be sitting here with you right now, right?
You'd be on somebody else's podcast.
Right. You'd be on a different podcast.
Yeah. So I have a question for you. So one of the things we talked about before you joined us was really the importance of having friends on the course. And again, I think that's why I got my daughter started playing so that she could meet other girls. That's how Jason and I met. Our girls became friends and started playing together. Looking back, or even now on tour, like what, can you speak to, what it was like that? You talk about having girls you're playing with or other kids in the academy. How important was it to have friends out there for you?
It was so important. I mean, I remember just like making such close friends that I still like talk to, and like some even girls that are like on tour with me. So it's just really cool to like have those friendships grow, and like we're growing as people and players and getting older, obviously. And it's just great to have like people like that around you that like share similar interests, and like, because this is really hard. Playing professionally is really, really hard. So having people that are close to you that like do the same thing and have that passion is like great.
Or people who, I'm going to add, like at times have been like, oh my God, this is so hard. This is too much for me. What do I do?
Exactly.
Or have you felt like this? And everybody probably at some point has been like, this is insane.
Yeah.
Like it's like a support group. It's like a built-in support group.
Yeah. I think especially like recently as a rookie on Epson Tour, it's been hard. So having like my best friend there with me, it's been amazing.
That's awesome. That makes a difference.
It's the same kind of therapy you and I are. That's why we have this podcast.
Yeah, this podcast is therapy for us. You didn't know that? We are too cheap to pay an actual therapist.
Yeah.
So we bring in people like you.
Better.
This is better, right? We're getting professional opinions on things. Well, I think that's, look, I'm a comedian, and so I do appreciate friendships within the comedy world. It's people I can call up and be like, hey, man, how are you dealing with the traveling? Traveling is hard. I'm sure that's a whole new wrinkle, is like you're going off and traveling and doing these tournaments. It's hard to travel right now in this country.
Especially like, I'm on the road for like a month, and then I'll come back for like a week, and then I'm on the road again. So it's just like, it's just nice having that support around you that you can like, reach out to a friend and they'll be there for you.
And they know because they're doing it.
You talked about playing all over Southern California as a 6-7-year-old. And I know we've done a bunch of like golf travel, traveling for tournaments.
Yeah.
Did you travel? I mean, U.S. Kids will take you all over the country, all over the world if you want.
Yeah.
What was travel like as a junior?
As a junior, mostly stayed in Southern California. Did go to like Vegas a lot, Arizona. I did play the U.S. Kids Championship in Pinehurst. That was a
great
really
experience,
cool,
right?
Yeah, that was awesome.
That looks awesome. I mean, I know it just from the short game, from that documentary. But was it that? I mean, countries from all over people all over the world.
It was awesome. I still remember it.
Meet kids that you run into still, like in the tour?
I mean, I've met all kinds of people. I mean, I became friends with Amari really young.
Yeah.
And Amari's like a huge star. I look up to her, even though she's younger.
That's so funny.
But yeah, I met so many people, even like boys too that I met when we were little. They're still playing and they're like on tour too. So it's it's awesome.
That is so cool. And it does kind of remind you because, golf is a singular sport. You're out there and you're by yourself and it's all on your shoulders. I mean, that is part of the pressure. And as dads, we try not to put pressure, but we somehow end up heaping more pressure on,
Yeah,
but
I know.
I do think because it's such an individual sport and you don't have a built-in team around you unless you're in the Ryder Cup or whatever, like that being connected to other golfers, I think is it's for mental health. It feels like essential.
Yeah, for sure. I think just like even college too, like it's such an individual sport where it's like if you have those people around you that can just support you and like you kind of build off of each other and like you get motivated by each other, it's just like it makes it that much better.
Yeah, you see someone pull something off and you're like, okay,
yeah, you're like, okay,
how do I
have
do
to
that?
Get to work.
Yes.
Like I have to grind.
I have to grind.
So going back to talking about grinding, but going back to being like a junior, dad threw you in tournaments early. How often were you practicing? Were you pretty self-motivated? Or like, did you get like really into the like my daughter loves the hang. Like she wants to go to tournaments. She likes winning, but she likes the hang.
Yeah.
Like, were you focused on the winning? Were your parents pushing you really hard? Like, what was something we always ask? Like, what was something that kind of got you going?
Yeah, I think at first, like, I definitely probably was just like, I want to hang.
Right.
When I was a little, like 6, 7, and I think once I started like
6, 7.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just had to say that.
I think
So lame.
once I started traveling more and seeing like, wow, like these girls are so good, I was like, I got motivated from that.
From the other kids.
From the other kids, yeah.
Interesting.
Just seeing like their skill level, and then I think my parents were like, yeah, we gotta start grinding more. So I think just seeing other girls and getting like inspired by like some older girls too, that kind of pushed me, and I like was self-motivated. But like practicing wise, I think I would just, when you're little, you don't have like that great of like time. I don't know.
Management and also
Time
the
management,
and the
exactly.
ability to grind. I don't think is there.
So I just like, I would go to the course, maybe hit a bucket and play 9. And that was like my routine. So 2 hours usually per day. Or like I would take maybe 1 or 2 days off, just like something simple. But I was always at the course.
What was your course?
Either the par 3 or Santa Anita in Arcadia.
Santa Anita is the other course. Okay. Yeah. Wow. So you found a way to be motivated by the people around you, and it helped you learn as you grew older. I'm sure the grind. Yeah. Like, this is my question to you, and we ask this to everyone. What's something that your parents did for you that was like a super positive thing that you were like, ooh, that was a smart way to keep me in this or help me go up a level?
I think they just like never pressured me really to like, as long as I was like doing my best and working my hardest, they never like were telling me like, oh, you have to do this, you have to do this. Like maybe now a little bit more because I'm pro, but that's just like, they just want to support me. But when I was little, it was more about like, okay, let's have fun. Let's do what we've been doing in practice and like, let's see what happens. No pressure. Was your dad on the bag? Yeah, he was always on the bag. He still is sometimes. Still is? Yeah. Okay. Talk about that relationship. We want to hear good things. It's good. It's just sometimes, like all dads, like we argue, Of course. We have to argue on the court.
Right. So, that actually, the flip of
a good thing.
I love hearing that your parents didn't put pressure on you and that you were so self-motivated. But were there anything your parents did? Because we're always like, okay, man, we do some really stupid things with our kids, and we're always like reminding ourselves, like, don't be that guy. I will say this in every episode. I have loudly said "yikes" after a shot. Mm. Yeah, I think that's terrible. My dad still does this where he's like, okay, we're aiming down the middle. I miss it right. He's like, I told you to aim straight. Aim down the middle. And I was like, I'm not trying to miss right. Like, what? I don't. But yeah, he still does that today. But it bothers me, but I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, so are there any other like things to like caution parents of like, this isn't helpful besides I know where I missed it? Yeah. I mean, just like motivating them. Okay, you got this. Like, commit to your shot, stay confident. Like, remember your process goals. Process goals are big. Like, do you want kind of like analyzing your shot, not like after a bad one, not saying like, oh, like I suck, I'm the worst. Like, just be like, no, like this is what happened, or like maybe you had this feeling. So kind of just being there for them and just not being like, what are you doing? It's like important. Oh, that's interesting though. I love that. Analyzing what went wrong, turning it into a little bit like autopsy report on what happened. Turning like just like being more positive, not being like, what's going on? Like, just, okay, you hit this shot. Like, let's go to the next one. Let's refocus. And just little things like that will help for sure. That's good. Moving on, focusing on the next shot. Yeah. So, I like that. I'm way into that. It sounds simple, but like it's hard when you're young. But it's hard when you're old because even like I'm on the back and I'm like, like it's like, but I always try to tell my daughter, I'm like, I'm not mad at you. Yeah. I'm like, we were talking about this before. Like, we get excited when you do well. Yeah. You hole one out, we're like going to cheer, and then you hit one in the water, we're going to be like, ooh. Yeah. I mean, my daughter got a hole-in-one in a tournament when we were on the same hole with them, and my daughter is embarrassed by how big my reaction was on the video of us running to the hole. Oh, my God. And his daughter was so beautiful running to the hole with her and celebrated with her, and I could see my daughter be like, calm down. I could feel it. This is no big deal. I'm like, it's the biggest deal ever, and I freaked out. But like to his point, when you do something fantastic, we're going to be beyond excited. When something happens that is unexpected, that we're going to be frustrated with it. Yeah. We just have to find a way to refocus it. Hold it in, just put it somewhere else. Say anything. Let it turn into cancer, and then we move on. Okay, great. No, but that is really interesting, and I wonder what kind of, now I'm not pushing on you that you should have kids, but someday maybe you have kids. Yeah. I wonder what kind of golf parent you're going to be, or do you want your kids to be into golf? I definitely do. I think I'll be like
up to them, like whatever they like. If it's another sport, then it's another sport. But it would be great if they liked golf.
I mean, lifelong activity you
Yeah.
can do. And do you go out and play for fun with your dad at all now, or is it all work? So
It's all work. I think I should go play with him for fun, but I've been so busy. But that's a good idea.
okay, put it in the hopper.
Yeah,
Your dad needs
do
one.
that.
Give him one.
Yeah.
That sounds good. So is your schedule really intense? You said there's like a lot of travel. Like,
Yeah.
what is the life of a professional Epson Tour golfer?
It's super intense. I mean, we're on the road most of the year. Our season's slowly ending, but like we're on the road for 4 months. So we'll fly on Sundays, get there Monday, do practice round practice, Tuesday practice, Wednesday pro-am, Thursday pro-am, Friday, Saturday, Sunday tournament. Then we leave straight to another state.
Do it all over again.
Do it all over again for 4 weeks. And then we get back home usually for 1 or 2 weeks and then all over again.
And what do you do in those weeks when you're home? I mean,
So when I get home, I'm like, I can't wait to go to bed.
Yeah.
So I just get in my bed. I'm like all cozy. And I just like, hang out with my parents and friends. And then also to make sure I'm like grinding on my game, practicing 6-8 hours a day at least.
can the little you, like think back to the little you, the
Yeah.
beginning out in this process, the junior golfer you, could you have imagined that this would be where your life took you? And I mean, even thinking back to
Yeah.
who you were at the beginning.
I don't think I could have ever imagined. I definitely knew like this is kind of like what I wanted to do, but I never knew I could get here. So it's just I'm really happy.
That's really special.
Well, here you are. Thank you so much for sharing some knowledge with us.
Yeah.
I mean, I
That's
love
great.
it. We're going to be rooting for you when we
Thank
see you out
you.
there in this world. And also rooting for you to get a round in with your dad, like a nice round.
I know.
Where you let him frickin' win once.
I'll give him like
Give him some
15,
strokes.
20 strokes maybe.
Strokes. That's
So,
somehow
yeah.
that's somehow worse. Like to give him strokes.
No,
and still beat him.
my daughter's supposed to give me strokes now. And
I need strokes. I need so many
need-
strokes. All right, that's the deal. All right, when we come back, his daughter, speaking of, she's going to fire off some very important. We asked the softball questions. She asked the tough questions. This is Tiger Dads. We got Kate Villegas with us. This is a great show. I love it. We'll be right back.
All right, welcome back to Tiger Dads. We are off to shotgun start, bringing in my progeny, Emmy Labas, who's got some questions for Kate, and I'll let them take it away.
Hi. Okay, so Kate, I have 4 questions for you.
Okay.
And I might like throw in an extra if I come up with one, but so far I just have 4. So, number 1, what is your favorite golf course snack? Because like I'm always trying to find different ones, and I'm always snacking. Like, always.
Oh, that's a good question. I think you can never go wrong with goldfish.
Okay.
I love a goldfish. I feel like a beef stick, anything like chomps, it doesn't sound good, but now it's good. Like you need it. Any protein bar and a protein shake, like a core power or something like that.
I
Like
haven't done that
after
one yet.
9 holes, it's good.
I always do like chocolate milk. And I know
That's
it
good,
doesn't
too.
sound good to like have a bunch of sugar and dairy before, but apparently it has like protein and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'll
No,
just have
that's
a bunch
good.
of chocolate milk before.
Yeah, something protein like after 9.
Mhm.
Always snacking every few holes. I'm always eating.
My dad's always trying to get me to eat a beef stick, but I don't
Yeah.
know why. They kind of like gross me
You
out.
don't like it? Those are good.
Okay. Second is most reliable club in the bag. Like which one would you count on the best? Or like what's your favorite club?
I would say like a 7-iron or a 5-iron. I think I like my longer irons. I hit them pretty straight. So those, I mean, I love all my clubs. Right now, the driver, not so good.
I know.
But
I
it's
don't like
okay.
to say like I don't love specific
Yeah.
clubs because I always get scared that they're
Yeah.
like listening
I know, me too.
to
So
me.
let's say putter, because I need the putter to be good right now.
Yeah, like I always get scared. I'm going to say like I don't like this club, and then it's going to get
I know, it's going to get mad.
worse.
So you can't. You got to say you like them all.
Okay, this one's kind of hard. Daddy caddy or no caddy?
Oh, that's the hard one. For me, I would say right now, no caddy at my stage because, I think, well, as a junior golfer, like I would always have my dad on the bag and he was great. But I think now I'm like, I don't want to argue. I just want to do my thing. I want to push my cart. So that's where I'm at.
Is your dad a good caddy?
He does his best.
I
He tries.
I like my dad being a caddy.
He's there for support.
I like having my dad as a caddy because he's like a good caddy, but he's also like a cheerleader.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
No, I do too. My dad's great. He's definitely like more supportive and cheering me on, but he's just not the best with numbers.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes we argue, right? Like, I feel like like there's like the face.
All
like
the
I'm
dad
holding in
daughter
a fart
duos.
Face, like,
Yeah, they just get angry. So I'm like, I can't. I don't. But they're good. They're good.
but okay. For this one's like not as hard, but it's a little hard. Most embarrassing moment on the course. I know I've asked that question before, but I feel like it's just a fun question.
There's so many. Still so many. I mean, probably like shanking a shot or like just something horrible, like not even getting out, like something crazy.
Is there anything like specific like that you've had like in a pro tournament?
In a pro tournament?
It's like, oh my God, I'm competing with all these good people and then I just did that. Like,
I gotta think on that one. I'm sure there's so many, but I can't think of anything on the spot.
that's okay. But I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, I might throw in another one just because
Okay, yeah.
I
throw
feel
in
like
another.
I have to ask this. Okay. I already asked this again, but I feel like it's just fun because, yeah. Dream foursome.
Okay. That's a good question. I would say, I don't know. Okay, Victor Hovland. You know,
I know you love like Victor Hovland.
Victor Hovland, Rory. Basic ones probably, but I would love to play with Scotty.
That would sound fun. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that group would just be fun in general.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were to do a foursome, it could be anybody as long as Steph Curry's in it. Like I've already prepared
Curry.
for that moment. Like I made a bracelet, like a golf homie bracelet that says Chef Curry, and it's just like sitting in my
That
room
would be
waiting
fun,
if
too.
I like ever played with Steph Curry.
That's a good one.
Steph, bring Cannon, bring the kids. Let's go.
Yes. I'll be there too. I'll be your caddy.
Can't take my job. All right. Well, thank you very much. That was a little shotgun start. Kate, before I forget, where can people follow you if they want to, kind of track you on tour? You want to tell us where your socials are?
Yeah, my Instagram is Katie VGS. You can follow me there. Also, you can just follow my career on Epson Tour. Hoping to be on LPGA Tour soon.
Soon enough. Emmy, thanks for joining us. Kate, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
More
Thanks,
Tiger
guys.
Dads next week. Thanks, everybody. All right. So today we were talking about friendship. We talked with Kate about having friends on the course and how important it is. This is something I kind of forced on Emmy when she was real little.
Okay.
And because it was so important for me, and I understood, or thought I understood, how important it was for her to make friends. And like kids, 7, 8 years old, their natural inclination is not to go up to a stranger and be like, "Hey, what's going on? How are you? I'm Bo." Even as adults, I think that's kind of hard.
I do too.
I would make, and to this day, I don't even really need to make her anymore because now it's just become natural. But I would say, like 8 years old, first term Emmy, go introduce yourself. And I would sort of make her go up, shake hands, introduce herself.
To
and
the
then
other kid
To the
player.
other kids playing.
Okay.
And I made her break the ice. And I think it's now become very sort of natural for her.
I like it.
And it was just as adults where no one wants to, hey, hi, nice to meet you. Who are you? It's even weirder, I think, for kids. But like forcing her to do that has now like made her break the ice. And I think kids are all waiting for someone to break the ice.
Totally.
And now
Yes.
she's got, we were in San Diego at Junior Championships, friends from the UK that we had met years ago. We were just talking about a friend from Costa Rica. She's got friends from all over the world now.
That's a great little lesson for your kids, and also carrying into every part of your life. Like that's going to help her in whatever she does, whether she becomes a professional golfer or not. The ability to go introduce yourself to somebody IRL in real life.
And
doesn't
that
happen.
is why we are sitting here today, because our daughters met at camp,
Right.
and immediately
Your
Emmy,
daughter said to my daughter,
like me, my daughter has become a junior pusher.
yes, she said, "Do you play golf?" My daughter, who played a little, like I would take her to Whitsit and we'd play, a little, I'd take her out a little. My daughter thankfully said yes.
And immediately
play.
my daughter pushing golf. Let's go.
Let's
And
go.
so here we are.
And here we are. I love that so much. It reminds me of one little story that's not golf related, but I am going to tell it because it's hilarious. My dad, and this is why I think for a while I didn't like doing this, but now I am very open. I like meeting people. My dad, when we were very little, like 4 or 5 years old, we'd be at a restaurant. He'd see someone at the restaurant that he knew in St. Louis who didn't see him. Who he kind of knew from like business and stuff. He would send us over to the table. He'd be like, go to that table over there, the guy in the checkered jacket, go up in the middle of their dinner and just look at the guy and be like, Daddy. We did it. And everyone at the table would be like, what the? It'd be the craziest chaos that would follow that. And my dad would lean over from behind a pole and be like, hey, Bill. And it was such a stupid prank that my dad would pull that now as an adult, I think is hilarious. But it definitely made it harder for me, I think, to reach out and say hi to kids. So I love that you didn't force Emmy to do that. And I love that you've taught her how to reach out and be friends.
We're going to try the daddy thing, though.
Try it. Well, you have to pick the right combination of person where you can sell it. So my thing is I also want Noah, my daughter, to like connect and have friends and kind of with like-minded kids who are willing to be social with her. And there was a dad, and we also are like, still to this day, we've been in golf for a while. We never have the right gear or anything that like is necessary. Like we don't have a good push cart. We don't have an umbrella when it's super sunny. And someone very sweetly that we were becoming friends with on the course gave us an umbrella to use for the course. And I'm like, I'm giving this back to you at the end of this. I'm giving it back. And friendship was vibing. I forgot to give it back to them. And then I saw them in another tournament. I'm like, I have it. It's in my car. I'm going to give it to you end of the day. And then I didn't give it to them again. And then I saw them another thing, and I think they're kind of mad. I ruined this relationship over one umbrella.
Got to get the numbers and connect.
I'm going to get the numbers and connect. You got to connect and take it to the next level. It is about friendship, and what a great place to end this episode. I'm so grateful to you and our friendship. I'm so happy that our kids are friends and that golf has opened up a whole bunch of new friends to our kids because, we don't know where they're going to end up. They may not be as fantastic, have a fantastic career like Kate Villegas. They may not get there, but if they have friends along the way, then it's a success.
They're playing golf. They're hanging with us. Kate, take your dad out, play around with him.
Play around, let him win.
And if nothing else, we've got this game we all share. And anything we can hopefully teach everybody.
That from our mistakes, we don't purport to know more than you. We just have made some mistakes and we want to share with you. All right. Keep watching, like and subscribe, tell your friends. This is Tiger Dads. This is a treat to do, and we'll catch you next time.
See you next week.
Straight down the middle. It went straight down the middle.